So we'll probably only get like one solve, if that, today. We are very rushed, so we need to get straight into it, don't we? I just want to show y'all what I've been working on, or what I've created. Just main scene, there we go. I've got a spreadsheet with all of the puzzles that we have unlocked and the ones that we have not unlocked. Now, I have made an assumption that these rows are going to fill up, right? So you can see, like, there's space for one here. That's like the big puzzle, right? That's the like the actual one to get the gem, which we're 3 puzzles away from to get the stone. And then I'm assuming that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 puzzles in each row. I'm also assuming that these are going to be meta, and they're going to depend on the answers of all of these, probably, or something like that. So I've got a sheet that that shows our progress. It's got all the puzzles in that we've seen so far, as well as all the ones that are still to be unlocked. I don't know what's happening with the Mind Stone and Space Stone. I presume they're going to be part of it, but we've not seen any puzzles from them yet, so I've just kind of got little placeholders there. And also we've got all the answers in here, but they are shaded in black. You can get to this sheet for view access if you type ! puzzle sheet. And yeah, that will let you see this sheet. Obviously, heavy spoilers. I have shaded these in black just so that the answers aren't right in your face. But obviously, you can just highlight them and get the answers if you like. If you really want to spoil the puzzle for yourself. Anyway, what are we doing today? We're going to stick with the purple power stone, obviously. And we have a choice of 4 puzzles. We have Family Ties, The Vision, Weatherman, and The Winter Soldier. Let's make that slightly bigger. There we go. Anybody got a particular preference based on those names? Otherwise, I will be rolling a dice. I have many dice. Family Ties, The Vision, Weatherman, The Winter Soldier. Nothing's immediately coming to mind from those titles like it did with, like, The Snap and It Is Your Identity. The Winter Soldier, I guess, might be something time travel related. The Vision. Yeah, just from the titles, I don't really have a clue what these puzzles are going to be. It's going to be interesting finding out, innit? Winter Soldier has a metal arm. Might be something to do with that. Alright, let's roll the dice. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8. Let's go. It is a 4. We're going with The Vision. This puzzle includes an outside resource. Oh no. Hopefully this will be streamable. The only text we have is, how can you see him? Alright. What is this outside resource? Oh no. Oh no. Why are they changing? They're changing randomly as well. It's not like it's a pattern. Like that's it. The entire page is refreshing, and every time it refreshes, it's got a different set of letters. But like this row, there's 3 different possibilities, right? B-O-A-N-D-E. But there doesn't seem to be anything else other than that. Are we just gonna have to like list all the possibilities and see what we get? So we got 2070 on the right, 2000, 2060, 2050, 2040. On the left, we just have the numbered rows. I don't think there's anything else to find on this page. This is an intimidating one, I gotta be honest. This is a real intimidating one. Are they always like... They seem pretty independent. Like this is just cycling between 3 different ones. Or like not even cycling, but just randomly generating between 3 different ones. But they don't seem to be like the ones that in this one don't seem to be related to ones in this one. Like if this is BO, that can be ILF or NEO or anything else. Yeah, DNU. So each row seems to be completely randomized. It's not in relation to any other row. I'm just making observations at this point, honestly. Hey, totally not Steph Smith. How's it going? We are looking at a puzzle and getting very scared. Okay. Well, I think the best way to handle this, let's put it off to the side and let's open Google Sheets. So that first row is always just I, right? Let's center that. Are those green and red lines normally on eye test? That's a good question. The way it reads to me is maybe this is like a 6 and a 7 letter word, and that's the answer. But okay, they are normal. I guess those are like the ranges of okay vision between 2020 and 2030. These numbers might mean something as well. Yeah, we are doing puzzles today. If for anybody that has just joined, this is apparently a puzzle. We need to get a word or phrase out of it, and I am very intimidated. Like the others were all PDFs and they were all nice and easy to handle, and then suddenly this happens, and I don't know how to handle this. Okay, what have we got for this one? We got BOANDE for the second row. I don't think there's any others other than BOANDE. What about row 3? We got ILF, DNU, OTR, NEO. Are there any others? Yeah, this puzzle is just this, completely devoid of instruction. Absolutely. So this is Puzzle Boat. It is a puzzle hunt with probably a few hundred puzzles, honestly. This is the one that we've randomly selected to solve today. All that we have with it. So usually you get a PDF. Let's have a look at like one of the ones we've solved, like recasting. So usually you just get a sheet, and you know it doesn't usually have like tell you how to solve it or anything. It just give you like clues, and you just get a PDF. In this one, all we have is this webpage. Oh, there was the question. Yeah. If we go to there was a PDF that came with it that just linked here, and all it says is, "How can you see him?" So this should be fun. I imagine you probably can't make out the bottom 2 lines on stream as well. I will zoom in when we get to those. But yeah, can anyone see any others for row 3? Actually, I'm just going to add another column here. And that's going to be like 2100, 2070, 2060. Hey, Waffets! Okay, row 4. So SPLT, TCOW, OORO. Is that it? That seems to be it. So it's not even the same number of things per line. Does it matter what they're above and below? Well, I don't think so, because they're generating them independently. Like if line 2 generates like BO, for example, it doesn't affect what line 3 can be. So we've seen BO with ILF, we've seen BO with DNU, we've seen BO with OTR. They seem to just be completely independently generated. But there always needs to be 3 for line 4. So let's see what we can get for line... Let's zoom in a little bit here. For line 5, we have Lisney, Clavio, Idion. That seems to be it for that row. But again, we could just be getting really unlucky. It's definitely not like a cycle or anything. So then we have a green line, which I shall represent by a green line. I know how to do things. Yeah. I don't know how, like, what the weighting would be. God, if the weighting matters, oh my god, this is going to be hell. Like, you have to figure out which ones show up more than others. Look at the last letter of each option for each line. 1, 4, yeah. 2, 1. Okay. Nice one. Bad. Okay, yeah. Good spot. Very good spot. Let's make these a bit smaller. So, we've pulled out 1. We've pulled out 4. 2, 1. I? Okay, yeah, let's continue this, because this is looking good. It's looking good. The other letters are going to be important. You know what? I'm actually going to reorder these as well. Let's reorder them so that they're in order of what they spell. 4, 2, 1. Line 6, so we have... Oh my god, this is going to be difficult. OLLTRH UOEMKE NBR SYT TIOAAR. Could do with another E, and there is PC Wern. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking real good. Let's reorder these actually. THREE. Clear format. There we go. Okay, line 7. Hastohi. Tusnasi. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to pronounce all these. Wumi. Gupt. And we want something ending with V. Ini. Hadiv. So that's going to be 5. All right, line 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to try and zoom in. So it's a lot easier for stream. Hello? Yeah, there we go. So we have the red line. So let's go red and top. What are the numbers on these? 2015. 2010, 27, 24. Oh, they've stopped randomly generating. Okay. Well, that's good. Let's just write them down. I broke it. KCHRWTHR. It's cat pow. On peg. Say. Roranx. Yeah, Roranx the dragon. Right, refresh. Oh, that's why. I think I need to break it in order to actually be able to zoom in on this. Hold on. I can do this. There we go. All right. AIR. LW. F. X. S. And I want one ending with I. Which is going to be UCY. LOL. EI. Number 9. We have ANOS HAUO. I need to make these all the same width. Hold on. Resize the column. Make them all 90. There we go. Make that smaller. Get rid of column 1 because I don't need it. Right, so what else we got on this one? KC, no version KC, CGT, OET, TU, and LIL, thank you, showed, ETHRF. That's 4 again. So we'll go R, F, O, U. And we can do the same here with 6. Put those in the column, 6 and 4. Hopefully after we've gotten these written down, maybe we won't even need that page on the right. Okay, what do we have on here? ISEION DE. Philrsen. I've already got 8 Kapow. Oh, that's 1 again, isn't it? And then the very bottom one, we have JAD, PCAATF. It's going to be a 5. DNP. Oh, come on. SCB. DME. Now, one ending in V, which is RAINIOEAV. Next one I showed. FIVE. Okay. Let's see. Right. Let's just see what we can do just from the spreadsheet, shall we? So we have a 1 and we have a 5. These are all now ordered. The only uncertain ordering is this one, because obviously those E's could go either way. But we have 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 4, 1, 5. Now, what the hell does that mean? So we've looked at the last letters. Can we get anything from the first letters? So this spells out bad. Indost. CL. Not up. Quit. Lack. George. Okay, I'm probably just like making random sounds now. So that was a good, really good spot on the numbers. Now what? 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 4, 1, 5. Well, if we do count this as a 1, like an I, this is the same number of, like, this is the same number of things as there are in between these two lines. Because there's, 11 in here. The highest number is 6. Which again, these are all 6 letters, these are all 7 letters. If we do treat these as if they are in order, then we could maybe get like N-O-A. Oh, probably not that. This is the part where we look at it and wait for inspiration to strike. Can it be like which one to use from these? Like which letter to use? Oh, that'll 4 letters. Is there anything else about this page that might be relevant? Oops. The title of the page is "How's Your Vision? Try this Snellen chart." I'm assuming Snellen chart is the name of them. Yes. And the numbers that it has on are the standard numbers. Kind of. We don't have 2200. But it's more like this. I can see those being possibly just standard stuff. Oh, they don't even go up linearly. I did not even notice that. Yeah, those are both 8s. So that's gonna be row number. These are the words. How do I merge them? Let's zoom out so that I get my menu back. Wait, where's my menu? Where's my menu? Oh, there we go. Hi. Random sequences. Last letters. Sec len. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. Yeah, I wonder if that is standard for a Snellen chart. Let's have a look. Are there like standards? Because I mean, what do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. So that seems to be standard for the Snellen chart. How can you see him? So what if you take... What if this means, like, take the first letter of each? No, because that doesn't work with this one. The ordering might also not be right. I've ordered them according to, like, how to spell out that with the last letters, but that might not necessarily be correct. In fact, there are 9 words between the lines and 11 numbers. That's true. There are... Yeah. If there are indeed 11 numbers, there might be 10 numbers. But the total length adds up. Like the 6... No, it doesn't. What am I talking about? Ignore me. I was thinking 6 plus 7 equals 11. Look, this is why I ask everyone to bring their own brains, okay? Oh, is it still in bed? Fair enough. I'm assuming that you're talking about Willow there. Willow, Is Willow using the brain cell at the moment? You brought Mindez brain? Oh god, no! Then we're all doomed. Yeah, in some weird way, Mindez just make a... Yeah, but they'd get it. They'd make a suggestion and we'd all ignore it because it's like, oh, Mindez saying random stuff again. And then that happens to be the answer. I'm looking at the source code. I don't care. Judge me if you want. Okay, it's generated with PHP. So we can't even extract the list from that. I was just curious. I always look at the source code with puzzles like this. Dang. It's like looking at the exit box. Yeah, pretty much. Well, there's nothing in it. Right. What if? Let's take out the numbers. ILNEDN OT SPL TCO OR Levy Edio Liz. You know what? Replace text length of that text. Replace one length with nothing. Right, does that work? Cool, it does. Nice! We do it the easy way here. Oh, and then we wrap everything in if error. There we go. Okay. Why do manual when can write a really complicated formula to do it for you? Okay. These lessons we've not dealt with. Paste format. There we go. Oh no, that's censored them. It censored them. Oh, hi, Lex, by the way. I don't think I said hi earlier. Yeah, I mean that's the reason I always get to help out on like if puzzle speedrun events and stuff like that. I just offer my skills to make spreadsheets. I can't make them look pretty, but I can make them work. You start wanting to do fast GDQ. Nice. Well, you're very welcome here. Go spreadsheet nerd. Heck yeah. I mean, do the last letters anagram to anything else now? This one definitely doesn't, I don't think. RPG! Bring in the puzzle boat. No, it's not bring your own boat, it's bring your own brains. Ugh. How goes the sailing? Let me show you what we've had so far. So, we're actually making decent progress in the actual thing, but we're trying to do a puzzle called The Vision. All we have is this PDF, which says, how can you see him? So that's kind of our hint. And it used an outside resource. That outside resource is this page on the right, which is just randomly generating these strings of letters. So what we've done so far is we've managed to write out all those strings of letters. And we've noticed that the last letter anagrams to a number. And that's about as far as we've got. So we need to figure out what to do with all the other letters. The numbers on the right, the numbers on the left, maybe. Like, I don't think there's anything else on this page that's important. What was the question? The question, it's not, it's kind of like more of a hint than a question, but it is, how can you see him? Yep. And that's all we get. Usually this hint is something like very cryptically related to the puzzle. The page on the right is a vision test. Yeah, it's in the title. It says, "How's your vision? Try this Snellen chart." So it's called a Snellen chart. I guess we've made a few other observations, like the length, of each one. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. 6, 7, and then it goes 8, 8, 8, 9. Which seems to line up exactly with the one on Wikipedia. So maybe it's based on that. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9. We're finding vision, maybe? So these are all ordered so that the last letter spells out, the number. But these that might not necessarily be the correct order. I've taken out the letters that spell the number over here. So I guess we're trying to find something else that jumps out about these little sequences of words. I mean, there's a clear "and" here if you take the last 3 letters, A-N-D. Team. Ruth and team. It's weird how they're kind of spelling out words, but this feels like maybe bad. Lent. Lorian. Lore. I can't make it fit for everything. Oh, hello. I think I might have it. I do have it. I do have it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got it. I got it. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. Let's copy these down here. No. Oh, yeah, because it's a formula, isn't it? I want the values. I just want the values. I think I got it. 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 I'm really excited. So, bad. Indolent? So if you take the first letters I-N-D-O-L-E-N-T, this one would be stop color. It's all spelling out words. Cell division. Not up. Leok. Okay, this isn't working anymore. Damn it. Oh no. These are the wrong way around. These are the wrong way around. These are officially the wrong way around. Not public or low Lowe's Star I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's make this left aligned. The lack of space is closing my soul. I don't necessarily know where the spaces are. All right. N-O-T-P-U B-L-I-C-O R-L-O-W-E S-T-A-R-M Y-R-A-N-K. Okay, that's right. Wit. Wait, I don't want to put all these left aligned because otherwise that's going to mess with me. Wit. Mans. Isin. Girth. This might not be right. body this. I do need to find calculate these for me. Stop color is red. Cell division is mitosis? Is that cell division? LLO. LLOWORFLAXEN. Oracle, yellow, or flaxen. Private for not public or lowest army rank. That's where the spaces are supposed to be. Nice. You might not have spaces. I'm sorry. I don't know where the spaces are. Right, you want the numbers? Let's put the numbers in here, shall we? I mean, I guess that's I don't know. Maybe the numbers give us the letters. Oh, you mean this one? I think they're going to give us an index key. So that's going to be an I. That's going to be an E. I think we're extracting with those numbers. Yeah. So Whitman's is in. I can't figure out what the spacing's supposed to be on that. Right, I'm just gonna keep doing these. This is how I can help. In lacking. Claw. I probably did it wrong, to be honest. If any don't make sense. Or it'd be helpful if someone could like double check them for me. Truth. Lacking clothes or the what truth? The naked truth? Cool, that's nice and easy. Tis. Claire. R-E. T-S-O-P-E-N. And if it is clear, it's open and something. Jar. Anna. P. Pen. Shit. Oh, wait, no, there's four words. Hold on. George. And third letter D, P, I, P. Fourth letter P, E, N, S. Yeah, P, N, S. C, H, I, C, A, G, O, B, A, S, E, D, T, E, A, M. Jordan and Pippin's Chicago-based team. That's going to be a sports thing. Someone help with the sports thing. Bulls. Alright, we're assuming that's mitosis, maybe. That's all the basketball I know. It's more basketball than I know. I roughly know there's a basket and there's some balls or something like that. Maybe there's only one ball. I don't know. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. This explains why the last letters were almost forming words, because sometimes they're words and sometimes they're parts of words. If it's clear, it's open and what? Like open and honest, or open and shut? Open and shut. It's like an open and shut case. It's open. It's just. It's obvious. It's clear. It's open and shut. Right? Maybe. Orica, yellow, or flaxen? Do we think that's golden? I like it because it ends with Ness. That's why I'm taking that immediately without questioning it. All right, I need to check this one because this doesn't. I can't figure out what that means. So, first letters wit. Next letters mans. Third ISIN. Fourth GTHE. Fifth BODY. This. Nope, that is correct. Whitman's. Zing the body this. Walter Whitman, yeah. So that might be one that we need to look up. Indolent? What does indolent mean? I sing the body? Oh, Whitman's I sing the body. Right. That's where the space is. That's where we need spaces. This is looking real good. Emmitness. We just need a couple more letters. This might even be an I. That I might just like carry over. Hey, Midsummer Nights, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Alright, you're all doing really well. You're all doing really well. We just have 2 clues to go. What the heck could bad mean? Like, if I had a crossword clue and it was just bad. Poor. Awful. Terrible. Right, indolent. Does anybody know what indolent means? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to look this up in the dictionary because I'm so. There are so many it could be. Yeah. Because my knowledge lazy. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the definition. Once in a while, yeah, it's basically just lazy. We should make that a Y. Lethargic. Given that it's just a one-word crossword clue, I'd expect it to be something fairly straightforward. Eyewitness. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, we need to figure out how we get that from this. I think that is a really good shout. Cell division is not mitosis. Cell division is evil. Yep. I wonder, like, these numbers haven't come into it at all, have they? Maybe they were just there for decoration? Cell division. would be... I don't know. Yeah, it probably is just to make it look correct, but it seems weird. Like, the puzzle designer... The person who makes these, by the way, a guy called Foggy Broom. He is really good at designing puzzles. It just seems a bit weird to have like a visual detail like that. I guess it makes sense. I guess it wouldn't look correct without it. I just feel like it should have some use in the puzzle. Maybe it doesn't. But yes, I don't know what cell division would be with a W. Either way, let's see if it's correct. So we're going to go to the vision, which is the puzzle that we're doing. We're going to enter eyewitness, and we are going to get a correct answer. So somehow the first letter of this is W. The big I being entirely ignored? Yeah. There's a couple of things. The I was a ruse. No, the I is the eyewitness. Maybe. I don't know. A puzzle about solving an hour? Less than an hour. I've only been streaming 56 minutes. Less than an hour. We don't get the full solve until we've got this cell division, though. Cell division W. Let's look it up. Cell division. I mean, there's two types, mitosis and meiosis. Neither of those start with a W. I'm looking for any word starting with a W. I can't find any. The cell... Wait, oh, wait, the cell division? Oh, no, it's the cell wall. Right? The thing that divides cells are the walls. Maybe? I don't know. That fits, though. It does fit. I don't know. It fits the answer, and it works. You know what? I'm gonna say that's probably the correct answer. Good work, everyone. So in our master spreadsheet here, which has all of the puzzles in, all the puzzles we've unlocked so far. I don't know what's happening for the Mind Stone and Space Stone because we've not unlocked any puzzles for those yet. This was the vision, and the solution is going to be eyewitness, and we'll make that black so it's not in people's faces if they want to open the puzzle sheet. You can view the puzzle sheet if you type ! puzzle sheet in chat. You'll get view access to it. We will rename this to the vision, and we will mark it in green so that we know that it is done, and we'll make a new sheet for current puzzle. Not every puzzle's going to have a sheet. But it's nice when it does. And with that, we can go back to the puzzle list. Where's the puzzle list? There it is, puzzle list. Where we have a new puzzle. We have Aquaman. So this was Aquaman. And we've got 1 to go here. We've got 2 to go here. We don't have a 3 to go anymore. And I forget what these numbers were. Aquaman is not Marvel. True. We're mixing our universes here. Let's get rid of the italics on that. What was I using these for? Oh, puzzle number. Oh yeah, that's the one we... So we've solved the vision. That was our 6th solve. Cool. So, let's move on to the second puzzle of the stream. We're going to stick with the purple power stone because we're just doing puzzles with the purple power stone for now. We have a choice of 4 puzzles. Should we do a poll? Can I do a poll of 4 like options? Alright, I can do a poll of 4 options. Next puzzle, we have either Aquaman, Family Ties, Weatherman, or the Winter Soldier. You have 2 minutes to vote. No, you have 1 minute to vote. Vote now! It's going to be one of these 4. Looking at the titles, I don't know what really to expect. Winter Soldier, we kind of had an idea. Maybe something to do with cyborgs. Maybe something to do with... I don't know. I thought maybe time travel, but I don't know the Marvel Universe in any way whatsoever, so I don't know. Weatherman. Whenever I see the word weather in a puzzle, I always assume that it can be read as, like, weather as in the weather, or weather as in whether or not something happens. So, maybe something to do with that. Family Ties. I don't know. Maybe, like, linking things together? And Aquaman, no idea. No idea whatsoever. Sometimes the title can, like, give some rough clue as to what we're doing. Come on, Winter Soldier. It's close. It's close, but the Winter Soldier wins it by a vote. So, we're going on to the next puzzle. The Winter Soldier. Sorry. Very important. Let's see what this puzzle's about then. The Winter Soldier. Alright, it's a short one. It's a short one. I hope he's got something to keep from getting cold. Covering, brined, 13 garment, a braid, 18 change, wildcat, 5 word. Long pause. Prison Hun 10 opposite, pretending 4 wound, class 17 direction. Long pause. Agreement climb 1 Maraschino. Upbeat 15 mounted froth 11 villain. Long pause. Toilet horde 6 extraterrestrials. What a weird thing to keep in the toilet. Straighten 7 thief, eraser 3 bad. Long pause. Pursued stopped 14 burn, liquor 8 characteristics, treatizers 16 sad. Long pause. Jail search 12 capital refuser. 2 verifiers effronteries 9 sold. Here to go for. And that's all we got. Okay. I think we're going to need a spreadsheet for this. I think we are 100% going to need a spreadsheet for this. So. There's a long pause in between each line. So we've got like a line number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. When in doubt, spreadsheet it out. Exactly. If you just put things in a spreadsheet, things tend to jump out. It's quite nice like that. Covering, brined, 13. Garments, a braid, 18. Chained, wildcat, 5 word. Prison, Hun, 10. Okay, the number seems to be lining up. Pretending, 4. Wound, class, 17. Direction. Okay, numbers are every 3rd word. And they seem to be lining up, which is good. Agreement, climb, 1. Maraschino. Upbeat, 15. Mounted, frothed, 11. Villain. Yeah, it might be crossword clues between them. Toilet, horde, 6 extraterrestrials. Straightens, 7 thief, eraser 3 bad. Pursued, stopped, 14. Burn, liquor, 8 characteristics, treatizers, 16 sad. Jail search, 12 capital refuser, 2 verifies effronteries, 9 sold. Okay. So these are all numbers. These are all numbers. These are all numbers. That's the first easy thing to notice. So each one is 2 words, number, 2 words, number, 2 words, number, and then a word. Word, direction, villain, bad, sad, sold. Let's make this smaller. How smaller can I make it? That'll do. Let's highlight these. We have prison and jail in the in the same column. Stop and search. What's maraschino? Oh, kind of cherry, of course. Yeah, is that the kind of cherry you like put on like the top of like cakes and stuff? Yeah, they're the really sweet ones. Yeah. Oh, it's actually a liqueur distilled from the cherry. But yeah, the cherries are maraschino as well. Cool. So we have that and liqueur. Maraschino liqueur. These numbers are quite high for like crossword answers, like 18, 15, 18, 17, 16. Maraschino liqueur, if you put those together, 12, 13, 14, 15, would be 16 in total length. But then again, we've got a 1 there, so... Could the numbers be word order? Well, do we have like a full set of numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 2 18s. Wait, do we have 2 18s? No, I think it might have overridden 1. Yeah, that's just supposed to be 8. But bloody autofill. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, we have a full set of numbers 1 to 18. Good spot. That is definitely something to do with an ordering. Now, whether it's an ordering of something in front of them or behind them, is a good question. See, we could also think of it as like those 3 are connected because they're both touching the 1, they're both touching the 15. But then you've got these. So you either have an odd column at the beginning or an odd column at the end, depending on how you want to look at it. How many words do we have? We have 42. 6 times 7, 42, yeah. Plus the numbers. Chaos is hard. Let's see. We have Wildcat. I don't think we like have a wild... Like, we've got liqueur and we've got an example of a liqueur, right? But we've got Wildcat, and I don't think we have an example of a Wildcat. Did you make the words bigger? Absolutely. Apologies for that. Can't connect Brind to anything at all. Yeah. Ah, it's all good. I always forget about like zooming in. See, I would order these by the columns, but I don't know what to order. Like, do we order the one in front of them, the one behind them, the one around them, two to the left of them? I could just replace these with the numbers. Should you replace these with the numbers? Tell you what, let's copy this and do a second version where the numbers are replaced. So we have 13, 10, 1, 6, just because I find that might be easier for some people to parse. 8, 2, 9, 16, 3, 11, 17, 5. We'll center those as well. That's a lot easier to spot now, I think. If you're looking for a specific thing. So, like, climb, refuser, eraser. Pretending. Wildcat. Let's, I'm going to shade a few things that we think it might be related. What else did we have? Zeros need to be kept separate. Very possibly. There is long pause between each one. Should we add like a row between them? I don't know. Just to symbolize that. It's in the puzzle, so it might be important. We could try. What are some of the columns in there? Would be 56. 54, 61. Oh, whoops. That's... Ah! Me messing up. Oops, sorry. Trying to get to the right thing. We can have... some of them. Some of them on each line. So they don't add up to the same thing. What else can we say about this? I'm just kind of looking for just anything that jumps out. Prison and jail might be related. Last words being on their own is weird. Yeah, the way I mean, depends on how you read it. It's either this column is weird because it's not followed by any numbers, or this column's weird because it's not like it doesn't surround a number. It definitely feels, but there's definitely something weird about one of those. Yeah, can we get some context on the Winter Soldier's code words? I don't know anything about that. It's probably not related, because it's probably just like the theme of the puzzle, but it might be worth to... Longing Rusted 17, Daybreak Furnace 9, Benign Homecoming 1, Freight Car. Okay. What's our hint for this as well? I hope he's got something to keep from getting cold. I'm pretty sure he wants to translate this into Russian. 17, 9, and 1. Yeah, they aren't. The numbers are in the same order. That's probably one of the constraints of the puzzle. Thief and villain? I mean, that seems very, like, tentative. Like, not very... what's the word? Not tentative. Like, I'm making something... I'm trying to make something fit. Villain and bad is there. And then there's just extraterrestrials. What might go with extraterrestrials? Like, aliens, outsiders, toilet. Yeah, I'm starting to think that, like, grouping, like, trying to find words that relate to each other probably isn't it. Yeah, the two errant horsemen of toilet and extraterrestrials. Yeah. Death, War, Famine, and Pestilence took all the cool titles, so then there's just the horsemen of toilet. Might not need all the words. I'd say that's probably unlikely. They probably all combine into crossword clues in some way. Like, starting from 1 and going around, like, Maraschino verifies bad, wound, or wound. Word, extraterrestrials. Yeah, find synonyms for them all. Because typically there's so many synonyms as well. Burn. Maraschino verifies bad wound. Effronteries as well. Alright, it's time to copy this. And make a third version. This time, let's get rid of the lines entirely. And we'll just sort it by the number. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know why I've sorted it in columns. I probably sorted it by rows, but 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oops. What do we do with the last column? Good question. So that is assuming that these numbers relate to the 2 words before it as well. Let's add a bit of a label. Assuming numbers relate to 2 words before it. Oh, if you do the same, it does pop up. Oh, interesting. Let's do that. So let's take this down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. This is also very much violating the long pause thing. (16, 17). Reordered, assuming numbers relate to 2 words around it. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I think it's good to point out. It's just that, again, neither of these seem particularly helpful because we're just ignoring a whole column here. Yet again. They've got those numbers simply have to be used for ordering. Again, still nothing jumping out at me. Anything to do with like length of words? Not really. It doesn't add up to anything significant. Hmm. 18 means we'll need 3 sets of 6 words. Maybe, yeah. All six sets of 3 words, right? Because this long pause is playing on my mind about how we're basically just ignoring that by reordering, like, columns. There is literally nothing else on this page. Our only clue is I hope he's got something to keep from getting cold. These last words strike me as just, like, different from the others. In all honesty. Like, a lot simpler than any of the other words in the grid. That might just be me projecting or something, but... they don't fit. These words in the last column don't feel like they fit into with the other words. And I don't know what it is about them. I don't know if anybody else is getting that feeling, or if I'm just paranoid at this point, frankly. Like, you've got 2 of the shortest words. I mean, you've got Hun over here, I guess, but 2 of the shortest words. They just seem so simple. Yeah. Less varied or ambiguous interpretation than me. Yeah, like that kind of thing. Or even more vague, ambiguous interpretations.
You know they're out there, don't you?
Yeah, the extraterrestrials are definitely out there. Thank you, music. This track gets me every time. Like wound, that's either wound or wound. I mean, razor could be a noun or a verb. No, well, it'd always be a noun, but like someone who erases, or it could be like a pencil eraser. Suspect wound is in the injury. Burn wound? Most of these words are nouns. I think most of these words can be read as nouns. Covering could be either noun or verb. Brined I think could only work as an adjective. Thief eraser. Yeah. Pretending, I don't think you can make work as a noun either. Like, I was really hoping when the numbers all lined up, I was hoping that something would line up about these words. But they seem to be so... Like, yeah, these aren't... Some of these are nouns, some of them are adjectives. Force pretending into a noun? Can you? My brain's struggling with how you do that. The pretending. Hey, Slicer Creations! Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad you enjoyed. It was a really fun run. I do other speedruns. I'm kind of like putting that route to rest now for a bit. I'm running it at ESA in a few weeks, but other than that, I'm kind of looking to learn a new speedrun at some point in the near future. But for right now, it is Chill Puzzle Sunday, which is a day where we just chill out, relax, and solve some puzzles together. Or try to solve some puzzles and get hopelessly stuck, as we are doing at the moment. I think this is the first one in Puzzle Boat 8 where I felt properly stuck. The last one we solved in an hour, and I was really, really proud of everybody for that. We got some really good observations in chat. This one, though, I don't know. And this is probably a good opportunity. You know what? I'm gonna plug PNA magazine. So this is Puzzle Boat 8, which is a puzzle hunt created by Foggy Broom, who is the editor of P&A magazine, which is like an online puzzle magazine. They're really good. They're really well designed puzzles. We've solved a few of them, and there are VODs of more of them if you want to see like the kind of style of puzzles they are. Highly recommend supporting P&A magazine or Panda magazine. They honestly, Foggy Room does a really good job. I got nothing. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. And for this puzzle, all we have... wait, which one is it? Winter Soldier, oh yeah. All we have... I just closed it, didn't I? Yes, I did. Are these words with long pauses between. Long pauses. And yeah. You say you really celebrate word puzzles? Believe me, me too. That's why I heavily lean on everybody in chat helping out and You're more than welcome to lurk if you want to. Enjoy your lurk, Lacus. I keep getting confused by this. So, liqueur is basically attached to... Oh, let's look up here. Liqueur is basically attached to 8. Maraschino is basically matched up to 15. Maybe. Let's lay this out slightly differently. Delete and reset. Let's lay these out slightly differently. What am I doing? I don't know. Oh, whoops. Nope. Don't want that. The relativity and the meaning, yeah. Wildcat. Like, it's very difficult to... Yeah, it's very difficult to... twist them into meaning anything else. How does this puzzle work? Unknown. We have to get a word or phrase out of it. And this is all we've got. So we get a PDF and we've got a bit of a clue. I hope he's got something to keep from getting cold. But then the actual puzzle text is just this. Now I've mapped those out into spreadsheets. And you can see we've figured out that like all these numbers kind of line up. And we got the numbers 1 to 18 going through here, so we can get an order. Now, if we assume that the number relates to like the words in front of it, and we just like pull them out in order, then we can get this. I've just kind of highlighted a couple of words that, you know, that seem like they might go together in some way, maybe. Other than that, we don't really know much about this one yet. The answer is always like a word or phrase, usually a 2-word phrase. What I'm thinking from this is it's probably going to be 18 letters long, and we need to extract a letter out of each of these somehow. Toilet hoard, yeah. We had the toilet hoard. Toilet hoards 6 extraterrestrials. I don't know what all 6 of them are doing in the toilet, but, you know, that's just, what, yeah, they don't understand it. It's new technology to them. It's fine. They'll figure it out. But we got like, yeah, two sets of words, number, two sets of words, number, two sets of words, number, and then a word. So not everything like lines up nicely. And we're just really looking for something to jump out at us, really. I think everyone is trying to see if anything goes. Hun is such a weird word to have in here. Garment and covering kind of go together, right? Hun and villain? Oh, damn it, I don't have villain down here. Let's just do it up here. What was it? Garment and covering. Oops, not that colour. Not that colour either. I'm running out of colours. Help. Could be that each of these like has a like a containing word of some kind. Direction. Do some of these words contain directions? I'm looking at upbeat. That contains the direction up. Don't think anything else works right. Wound has down. A wound has down. So yeah, maybe anagrammed. Would you have anything with left? All right. Wait, all the words containing words making that instruction entirely awful? Wait, which instruction? Like, I'm thinking maybe these are like categories. I don't know. It feels like these words have not been chosen for their definitions, but for their construction. That's how I'm looking at this at the moment. What is the point of the long pause? Yeah. And you could say that pursued contains up. Why does long pause make me think Morse code? Oh no. I think the answer to that is PTSD. That would be between each word. That it would be between each word. It's true. The clue is, I hope he's got something to keep from getting cold. Keep from getting cold. Burn, I guess. Set some man on fire and be warm for the rest of his life. Yeah. It's true. It's true. Over is kind of a direction. Front, is that kind of a direction? I don't know. We are getting nowhere. That is correct. That is true. That is very true. Top, is that a direction? I don't know. We have limb and arm that might go together. I don't know. It feels like okay. These words feel like they either contain something or they like almost anagrams or something, but like with a letter removed or something like that. Like it's more like to do with the construction than what they actually mean. Yeah, it's very possible that we have stagnated. Are there any similarities between the pairs we have? Like these pairs? Agreement and climb? I mean, these are just taken directly from near here. So covering Bryant, Prison Hun, Agreement Climb, Toilet Horde. The related words. They're related. The problem is if they're related by their definition, they're probably not going to be related by their construction, because that would be too difficult to design. No one wants to be a prisoner, exactly. Capital can either mean like capital city, capital building, capital like money capital. Why do I keep coming back to definitions? Stop coming back to definitions. I literally think it's not definitions. There are hints we could unlock, but I don't know. I think it's worth, like, rather than unlocking a hint. Leaving it and maybe going away and thinking about it. And then if we still can't get it next time, then maybe looking at a hint. In the meantime, if anybody has any, all right, I think we're gonna move on to another puzzle because I've only got another 2 hours. So let's leave this here. Yeah, you can type exclamation mark puzzle sheet to view this puzzle sheet. If anybody has any ideas at some point, if you're just like mind casually thinking about it at some point, put them in the puzzles channel in my Discord, and we can like kind of make a thread and talk about this if you want to. It's got access to all the puzzles so far. Puzzles for Age 4 to 5. Yeah, let's sleep on this for now. We will rename this to The Winter Soldier. I'll mark it in red to show that we have not completed it. In fact, I'll hide all these as well, because we don't need these anymore. Hide sheet, hide sheet. We will leave that for now. Let's go and have a look at the other puzzles and randomly pick one. It's Marvel themed. It is indeed Marvel themed. So, I'll do a quick introduction to Puzzle Boat. So, this is a puzzle hunt. What this means is there are puzzles, and each puzzle kind of contributes to a larger meta puzzle. So, at the end of the day, we're probably gonna have to use all the answers from these puzzles in one big puzzle that's gonna combine everything together. This is Marvel themed. So, this is Puzzle Boat 8. It's been designed by Foggy Broom. I highly recommend it. This is not a free puzzle boat puzzle hunt, but there are loads of puzzle hunts on the internet that are free that you can go check out. I do highly recommend supporting Panda Magazine because Panda Magazine is really, really cool, and the person that makes them is a really good puzzle designer. But yeah, so we got the green sandstone pretty much for free. We were just like told the answer for that one. And then we've got a choice of the orange soul stone, the red reality stone, and the purple power stone. We've kind of been working our way through the purple power stone puzzles. And as we've kind of done them, more have unlocked. So we only started out with 3, and now we've got like a whole bunch of them. You can see 5 of them are solved, and 4 of them are not yet. Generally, like if I go back to one of the ones that we solved, what's the first one we solved? The first one we solved was a la carte. Yeah, this is probably fine to show off. So this puzzle it's kind of a crossword one, but we didn't have all of the clues, right? We only have like 4 across, 11 across, you know, and all like these are pretty typical crossword clues on the left, but this is also part of the clues, right? This is probably a really bad one to show off. Let me show a different one. I do have streams. I do have VODs in my video list of all of these that we've solved already. So if you want to go back and relive them, that's cool. What's a good one that's recasting maybe? Yeah, recasting. Let's have a look at recasting. So this one, oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I was thinking of It Is Your Density. Yes. So this one, we get like 10 images and 10 kind of like statements or quotes or descriptions, And obviously these all relate to like movie like trailers or movie posters even. So you have to identify which ones those are, and then these are all kind of about the movie, but not quite. There's something different about each one of them, and yeah, the titles of the movies are slightly altered. But anyway, so they don't really give you like a step by step. This is a recognizable puzzle format. You'll have to figure it all out from just what they give you. We're gonna look at. Let's roll a dice. We're gonna look at Family Ties. And I'm glad this one came up because it was annoying me that this one's in purple, but we've not looked at it yet. So, Family Ties. I think I've explained everything about Puzzle Boat now. I don't know. My brain is mush. Are you sure these folks are related? So this looks like pretty standard, like crossword fill grids. But we've got a load of crossword clues to figure out. And I guess we'll just have to slot them in here. This looks pretty straightforward. It probably isn't going to be. There's probably going to be something about it that is different. And I'm definitely going to need help with these. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot of these. We're going to put them into Photoshop. And we're going to go through them one by one. I do have a backseating rule, and that is that I appreciate input from chat as long as you do not know the answer. Like, I guess for crossword clues, like, it's kind of weird to, like, you can know the answer, but you've not, like, looked up the answer or done it before. And also, don't call out answers for anything that I've not read out yet. So as soon as I've read it out, I will avoid looking at chat. I will think about it myself, and then when I feel like I don't want to think about it anymore, I will look at chat, see if anyone's got any suggestions. That's the best way I can do this to avoid like spoilers for myself and let everybody out there contribute. So I think if nobody else has any, guessing we're not cheating. Yeah, exactly. Guessing we're not cheating. Like, obviously, if you know who the director for Clarkson Mallrats is, I don't know the director for Clarkson Mallrats. I'm going to need help on that. Like, but yeah, as long as you don't, like, know that is the answer, like, from having done it before or whatever. Yeah, either way. Seb sees the twist here. Okay. Well, I think the best way to tackle this, if nobody else has any ideas, is to just kind of start going through the these clues and getting some answers for them, and then we can see if we can fit them into the actual thing. Yeah, it doesn't tell you what goes where exactly. So we'll have to see if we can fit things in. All right. Actor known for the line, "I've had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane." That was surely Samuel Jackson, wasn't it? Yeah. That's actually how they actually how they censored it, I think. For like the TV friendly version, they actually censored it like that. So let's go ahead and get a purple thing, and we've got Samuel L. Jackson. Alter ego of Chris Gaines. I don't know who Chris Gaines is. Sounds like a Marvel thing, maybe? Yeah, it sounds like a superhero-y Marvel thing, right? If it's alter ego. It is not a superhero thing. Okay. Yeah, help is appreciated. Like, for things like this, like, crosswords are a bit of an interesting one. Because, like, especially with things like this, it's like, if you have the knowledge, you can do it. If you don't, you can't. Especially with this, where it's not like we're going to have any connecting letters or anything. So if anybody in chat knows and wants to contribute, you know, as soon as I've read out the clue, it is fair game. Garth Brooks released some music as Chris Gaines. Oh, interesting. So these are all... one thing I'm noticing, these are all people. It's always he or, like, first person, comedian, brother. These are all people. Which I guess relates to the clue we've got, which is family ties. Are you sure these folks are related? Oh, maybe there's going to be different people with the same surname. Ooh, maybe that's the clue here. Yeah, people with the same names. Author of To a Mouse, who has alternate versions of his first name that will not affect how it's entered. Thanks for that. I love that. Author of To a Mouse. I don't know that book. Angels and... So the first name doesn't matter. First name doesn't matter, or the first name is like the same length, and it's only letters that don't cross that are different. What are we boasting today? We are boasting the puzzle Family Ties. So our clue is, are you sure these folks are related? We've only just started this one. We have some grids to put people in. I'm thinking each grid might be a surname. And we have a bunch of clues for people. So it's general knowledge. If anybody wants to chip in, please do. The typical, like, the typical policy on Puzzle Boat stuff is that the puzzles are constructed in a way that it makes it difficult to Google. And because of that, Googling is generally okay. And because of that, I don't mind. Like, don't look it up. We'll do a first pass if anybody knows they can contribute. But if we don't have the full list at the end, we will probably just Google and look them up. Because let's be honest, these are just like general knowledge things at this point, I think. And the interesting thing will happen once we've actually got the answers. So, author of To a Mouse. You know a poem? It might be the poem. Yeah, it might not be a book. It might be a poem because it is just an author. Do you know the author for that? Robert Burns. Why am I doing this again? Hold on. Why am I not doing this on a separate layer? I am really stupid when it comes to Photoshop. Samuel L. Jackson. Gareth Brooks. Robert Burns. The two you know make you feel entirely right, but certainly share. I think yes, yes, love it. Author of Angels and Demons. That is Dan Brown, right? Angels and Demons is a Dan Brown book. I think that's one of the ones we were talking about the other day. Brooks is without any. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. I was instantly enraged. Yeah. So John Oliver released a video from last week tonight, like basically just ripping into the Da Vinci Code. So we were chatting about Dan Brown the other day. Good, I'm glad you're instantly enraged. Baseball player nicknamed The Wizard, who was hired by the fictional character on this list. There is only one fictional character on this list. Space Jam Man? Space Jam's basketball, yeah. Hired by the fictional character on this list. Yeah, they both use balls. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. All right. We'll come back to this one because we might actually get some more clues if we find the fictional character. Yeah, I'm going through names in my head, and all I'm realizing is, wait, that's basketball. Wait, that's basketball. Wait, that's basketball. Yeah, I can't think of any that would match. So yeah, we might get him for this later on. Blazing Saddles and Spaceballs creator. Mel Brooks. Yeah, definitely related. Thank you for the good blessings, Aristotle. Brother of another person on this list who is on Celebrity Big Brother in the United Kingdom. Oh God. There's been a lot of Celebrity Big Brothers. I have not watched many of them, and yeah, I would not have a clue. All right, Clarks and Mallrats direct. Let's go to the old. No, actually, I don't have many series on there. Big Brother used to be a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. Okay, Kevin Smith. Everyone chipping in with that. Good work, everyone. Comedian who shares his real name with a well-known scientist. Shares his real name with a well-known scientist. There's a lot of well-known scientists. And I guess he doesn't go by his real name? Oops. Alright, let's move on from that. Commander Sisko portrayer on Deep Space Nine. I'm hoping someone knows this. Come on, where my nerds at? Avery Brooks, thank you. Nerds are much appreciated around here. We have a lot of Brooks, yeah. Well, I think we're gonna get enough Brooks to fit in one of these grids. So I think one of these grids is gonna be the Brooks grid. One's gonna be like the Jackson grid. Maybe. Fiction. All right. Hold on. Let's do this one. Documentarian famed for series on jazz, the Civil War, and baseball. Documentarian. What documentarians do I know? Louis Theroux. Wait, no. Yeah, Louis Theroux. My general knowledge is awful, by the way. I have like I knew like two of these. I've known like all Angels of Demons one, and I've known the Springfield Nuclear Power Plant one, and that's about it. Feel the facts I should know. Yeah. Know the feeling. Alright. I live in a bubble of code. That's very true. Food Network host most well known for Good Eats. Are there any Americans in the chat that watch Food Network? Unfortunately, this is a very American-centric puzzle. Oh, it showed with Alton Brown. So we've got a Brown, a Burns, and a Brooks. I got a feeling they're all going to be B's. Who knows? He feels good. I assume this must be a reference to something. Okay. Someone's going to have to explain this to me. Oh, it's a song. Okay. He portrayed Red on That 70s Show. I've watched That 70s Show. I can picture the actor, but I don't know his name. Doesn't seem like there's any suggestions, so we'll move on. He signed off his show by asking his wife to say "Good night, Gracie." Yeah, I've not watched 70s Show in ages. I don't think I ever learned the name of the actor, unfortunately. He signed off his show by asking his wife to say "Good night, Gracie." That sounds like it's going to be quite an old show. But I don't have it off the top of my head, and the surnames aren't helping me. The Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun singer. Nope, no suggestions in chat. Host on Dog Eat Dog and The Chase. The only host I know from The Chase is Bradley Walsh. But given that we've not had that surname yet, that's probably not that. Brooke Burns. Is that for the Dog Eat Dog and The Chase one? Oh, the American Chase, of course, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm only familiar with the English The Chase. And Dog Eat Dog, I remember the game show Dog Eat Dog. As far as I remember, it only lasted like one season, and that was like probably mid-2000s. Or late 2000s? I don't know, but maybe it was the bigger thing in the US. There definitely was a game show called Dog Eat Dog, but it was not a particularly popular one, I don't think. Like nobody. It's one of those really obscure ones, I think, because it definitely did not last very long. Yeah, I'm thinking that each grid is for a last name. Men in Black and Independence Day actor. Will Smith. I suspected, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to be stupid. But I'll take Will Smith. Mr. October, who played a version of himself in Basketball and The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. I've seen Naked Gun. Because I went through a proper Leslie Nielsen binge at one point a couple of years ago. And Leslie Nielsen stuff is hilarious. If anybody's not seen Airplane, you need to watch Airplane. It is the funniest film ever created. Reggie Jackson. I'll happily go with that. Reggie. My G's look like E's, and that's fine. Rhythm Nation 1814 artist. Literally, my contribution for this has been 2 of these. I am so bad with general knowledge. Especially people. Oh, he guest starred in Murder, She Wrote. Oh, I wanna watch that. Alright, I don't think we've got Rhythm Nation 1814. She played Shirley on Community and is known for her commentary on Talking Dead. Community... I think I tried watching Community. I really couldn't get into it. Yvette Nicole Brown. Singer and founder of The Cure, who also played with... Oh god, do I have to really try and pronounce that? Shusi and the Banshees? Is that Robert Smith? Cool, cool. Sushi? Shushi? Shusi? Sushi? I don't know. Sushi! And The Lottery Author. Again, not a book I've heard of. Oh, Susie. Susie and the Banshees. Okay. And for The Lottery Author... I don't think we have anything. Alright. Well, if that's not a bad first pass. Do we know if any of these people were on Celebrity Big Brother in the United States? I'm going to say probably not. Not them, but a sibling. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well. I guess the next thing we need to do is get a screenshot of this and start trying to fill things in. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can get all of them. Zoop. And then we'll, I don't know, zoom out, I guess. Is that still readable? Maybe. Canvas size, snap to left. Let's double the size horizontally. Paste. I want this smaller. Ever so slightly. There we go. We'll move it to the back. Oop. Then we'll do a big erase around here. There we go. Cool. And let's have a new layer. And we'll zoom in slightly. Doing all this on the fly. Because genuinely I have no idea what any of these puzzles are going to be that we're going to present it with. So I have to be ready to... I have to be ready with my Photoshop ability. Let's put it that way. Oh, out slightly. I'm hopefully trying to make it so that the clues are still readable, but it's difficult. Right, yeah, so I think we're going to have to fill in the first names here. Now, let's first start off by, like, observing how many entries does each one have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they're all 5. So we need 5 people with each name. How many Burns do we have? Robert. Montgomery. Brooke. These are the Burns. We have a bunch of Browns. Where we have Dan. Alton. James. Well, this is immediate. Oh, well, actually, there could be a couple of. There could be the. This is pointing out, sneaking out to me as the brown one. We have Yvette. Nicole. How many are there 25 clues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are exactly 25 clues. Okay, so that's good. That confirms that there's one answer per each of these. Oh no, this is going to be the that's going to be the brown one, I think. So we have Dan, Alton, Yvette, Nicole, and James. Okay, we need one more brown. 5 letters, ends with an E. And that is all good. Done. Let's list our Brooks. Sorry, Brooks. Not Brooke. We have Garth. We have Mel. We have Avery. We have... Is that it? That's all we have for Brooks. So it can't be that one, can't be that one. It's got to be this one. Garth and Avery, we don't know which ones those go down, unfortunately. Theoretically, we just need to get the ones that cover the letters. You are correct, we don't actually need another brown. And then we're going to have a 10-letter word. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where we're going to have 3 as A, 8 as N. So we got Mel in there. And theoretically, we could probably get Garth and Avery. Yeah, if so, we'll just let us only and leave. So 6 is a Y. And 10 is a T. Or 6 is a H. And 10 is a R. Those are the only possibilities. So this is Brooks. And then if I start like crossing these off maybe. So that's done. We've got Garth in. Robert Burns. Oh, yeah, Robert Burns we've not done. Dan Brown we've done. Mel Brooks with fit. Kevin Smith. Right, let's look at the Smiths. Right, those are the Brooks. Smiths. we have Kevin, Will, Robert. Which one does that look like? It looks like it's going to have to be the top one. Because that's the only one with the 4-letter. Now, we've done a really good job at avoiding those numbers. Well done, guys. So this is Smith. Top left is Burns. This is going to be Montgomery. All we need is Montgomery for this, for any percent. Oops. Montgomery. Robert's got to go in here. Rook. Got to go in there. We don't know the other two. What's the one on the left? It's Jimmy Jackson. Which we've only got Samuel. Which might be Samuel L. Or it might just be Samuel. We've got Reggie. I think that's going to be Samuel L, because that's going to be... Wait, no, it could be elsewhere. We only have 1-6, so that's going to be Reggie. Could be Reginald, maybe? That would make this Samuel L. So 1 is a G. 5 is an N. I will put these in here, actually. So 6 is either a H or a Y. 10 is either a Y or a T. No, wait. 10 is an R or a T. Two is an R. K. This is obviously Jackson here. I think this is looking pretty good so far. So the Browns we've got in are Dan, Alton, James, and Yvette Nicole. Dan, Alton, James, Yvette Nicole. The Smiths we've got in a Will and Roberts. The Burns got in a Montgomery, Brooke, and Roberts. Brooke. There's Robert Burns there. Jackson's are Samuel L. and Reggie. And the Brooks we've got is Mel. Cool. So we've still got a bunch of stuff we can't not fit. Wait, where's Kevin Smith? Oh, we can't fit Kevin Smith in. Because that, so 7 or 9 is K. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 7. Because ending with NKT or NKR, I'm not here for. Does anyone know a name that could go across here? Beginning with K. Ooh, you started sleuthing. You know what? Let's do it. It's all general knowledge, so there's not a lot we can really do to like fill other than start looking things up. So reveal your findings. You have my blessing. They're gonna probably have the same last name. They're probably Jacksons, right? Jermaine Jackson. Again, not someone I've ever heard of. Brother of Janet Jackson. Ah. It makes sense that, yeah, we've got some of the Jackson siblings. Jermaine. And Janet. So 4 is N. The other thing I'm missing is 9. Is it gonna be so? Okay, all right. Hear me out. The title of the puzzle is Family Ties. Is it Granny Knot? Is it a knot? It we need like a Smith that fits in here across though. Jermaine Jackson, Janet Jackson. All right, let's start looking things up. The lottery author. We might as well fill. This is one of those ones that's very simple if you are open to Googling. They are rare. Shirley Jackson. Because some of these I'd like just would never have had a clue. Shirley. So that's the Jackson family complete. Ozzie Smith. Baseball wizard. That's done. That's done. What the heck goes across along the top then? Kerwood Smith? That's done. Given that that's a H, that's got to be Garth. Avery. Yep. It entirely is Granny Knot. Yeah, we'll enter it in a second once we've got the last few answers. So we've got Ozzie Smith, baseball wizard, comedian who shares his real name with a well-known scientist. Good lord. I just still don't think I know that one. Kurtwood Smith. That's a good first name. Who else do we have? Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun singer. Homecoming Queen's Got a Gun. Julie Brown. So if it goes to the Browns, that's Julie. Right, we've completed the Brown family. We're looking for Brooks and Burns. He signed off his show by asking his wife to say goodnight, Gracie. George Burns? Wait, what? No. The one-man play by Rupert Holmes. Oh, it is George Burns. Adapted from the reminiscences of George Burns. Maybe? Ah, George fits, so let's do it. Boy, welcome! We are all gamers and all geeks here. George Burns. I suppose you can help us on the last couple of clues here. The ones that don't have lines next to them. Comedian who shares his real name with a well-known scientist. Documentarian famed for series on jazz, the Civil War, and baseball. And first African-American to win a Pulitzer Prize. We have solved the puzzle, but we're just kind of like doing all the fill now. It's going to end with either Burns or Brooks, each of the names. Gwendolyn Brooks. Yes. That's yes. Did I fill this in wrong? Absolutely I did. Avery and Garth are definitely backwards. Avery. Garth. So this is Gwendolyn. Another fantastic name. That's the African-American one. Gwendolyn Brooks. Oh, believe me, I'm so bad at puzzles as well. You know how many of these I got? You know how many of these I knew? 2. Everybody in chat has been like so good at filling in all the things I do not know. Documentarian fame for series on jazz, Civil War, baseball. So we want documentarian, jazz, Civil War, baseball. That is Ken Burns. Hopefully it'll just come up. Note from Ken Burns. Yep. So there we have Ken. So what? Comedian who shares his real name with a well-known scientist. And it's got to end with Brooks. Comedian Brooks. Albert Brooks? Albert Brooks. Okay. I can't say I've heard of that comedian. Well, that fills in the grid. Just go about let clues. Absolutely. Yeah. That definitely works. And that means that our answer is Granny Knot. Let's see if we can enter that into the grid. Granny Knot. And my username and password is wrong. Oops. I'll change my password after this, I think. Family ties. Granny Knot. Granny Knot is indeed the correct answer. That is our second solve today. Amazing job, everybody! Oh my god, that was a really interesting one. Like, I think this is basically like, I feel like this puzzle kind of gives you everything you need. The twist in it is not that it's not that difficult to figure out. But it is so heavily general knowledge based. GG, everybody. GG. Let's fill that into our spreadsheet over here. So that was family ties. Granny knots. We will hide that, so it's not in your face if you ever want to visit the puzzle sheet. And yeah, that was nice. That was nice and fun. And that was puzzle. That was solve number 7. Yeah, like anybody doing this alone without Google, I don't know how you would. Like, these are not like. I consider that it's very general knowledge, but I don't think it's particularly like common general knowledge. And yeah, it is also very celebrity knowledge. That is true. Like I feel like people are the worst bit of my general knowledge portion of my brain. But yeah, if anybody did know, like to everybody that knew bits of that, yeah, congratulations, thank you so much. What do I need to do? Oh yes, we've unlocked a new puzzle, haven't we? We have unlocked a new puzzle. So the meta is now only 1 away, or what I assume is a meta is now only 1 away. So we'll change that to 1 to go. And this one has just unlocked. What is it? It is Predator. And it looks like these puzzles don't exist, so let's delete those. Because this is definitely only coming out this far. We've not got any indication that there's going to be any more unlocking over here. So I think we're almost done on unlocking the purple Power Stone puzzles. It was Granny Knot, and what does that mean? Yeah, is Granny Knot a term? Yeah, Granny Knot is a type of knot. You secure a rope online around objects because it's inferior to the reef knot, which it superficially resembles. Neither of these knots should be used as a bend knot for attaching 2 ropes together. Remember that, everybody. Do not use a granny knot as a bend knot for attaching 2 ropes together. If there's one thing that I want you to take away from this stream today, the consequences could be dire. Cool. Excellent. I'm glad you've noted. We use granny knots to tear shoes in much more easily loosened. Nice. Nice knowledge to have. See, never say you don't learn something on this stream. Never say that. And yeah, we got Predator here. Let's take off the grey background because that puzzle has now unlocked. We're almost done with the Power Stone. I mean, we still have like 4 puzzles. Okay, we're not almost done with the Power Stone. We've got like at least a month's worth of work left on it, let's be honest. But we've got, yeah, 4 puzzles. Aquaman, Predator, Weatherman, and the Winter Soldier. And then we'll have one over here. Now, the reason I'm treating this one with such reverie is because this is clearly like a larger font than the rest of it. And I feel like this is going to be actually unlocking the Power Stone. So actually making progress with the actual storyline. Whoa. But I think it's probably going to be a meta, which means that it's going to use somewhere in it the answers to all of these puzzles. So chances are we're probably going to have to solve all of these before we can even tackle that, even though we're unlocking it after one more puzzle. I think we're gonna end there because I'm as I say, I've got an important meeting I need to be at. It's 4 PM. But I just want to quickly go through the Winter Soldier again. Let's just quickly sum up what we know, and then if anybody, as I say, has any thoughts on the puzzle before next time, because we did get really stuck on it, feel free to post them in the puzzles channel on my Discord, and you know, we'll deal with it hopefully next time we do this. I do aim to do these puzzle boat streams every other week. That unfortunately I don't think next time can happen, because next time is going to be the 6th of February, which is when the only marathon is happening. The week after that is ESA, so I'll be heading to Sweden shortly after. So I'm not entirely sure when the next puzzle boat stream will be happening, but you know, hopefully it'll be like no more than, you know, 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks away. So the Winter Soldier, here's what we have so far. This is all it's given us. So we've just got these words. I hope he's got something to keep from getting cold, which is the hint. And then we have a chain of words. I'm just kind of recapping just in case anybody's just come and maybe has some thoughts. We have put these words. There are long pauses between each sentence, which strikes me as a bit interesting. Clearly indicates that these have to be like treated separately, maybe. We have mapped those out into this. So we have covering, brined, 13 garment, abrade, 18 change, wildcat, 5 word. That's the first line. The third word, the sixth word, and the ninth word in each line is a number. If we convert those to numbers, it's a bit easier to see that we have exactly one of each number from 1 to 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, all the way up to 18. So there's clearly an ordering going on there. But we're not entirely sure what we're ordering. If we try and reorder these, so that we're like associating it with the two words to the left of it, we get this. You see, we've got like one. Now it's ordered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, down to 18. But this doesn't really do a whole lot. We've kind of coloured in a few words that we think might be related, like maraschino and liquor, garment and covering, prison and jail, hun and villain. And this is assuming that the two words before it are related to the number. This is assuming that the two words around it are related to the number. So climb and maraschino are related to number 1. Refusal to verify is related to number 2, just because that's how they're laid out up here. But we've not made a lot of progress that way. We've got the word length. Nothing seems to jump out from that. This is just all the numbers with the words to the left of them in a big list. And that is pretty much as far as we've got. So we don't have a lot more outside of that. So whether these are related to the two words before them, or whether they're related to the words around them, the words after them, these 6 words on the right seem to be... They have a different feeling from all the other words in here. Which is difficult to kind of put into words, but they feel a lot like simpler. Like, it feels like these are chosen for their construction, like something about the words themselves and how the words are spelled, how the words are created. But again, all this is just conjecture. All this is just our immediate thoughts of it. The numbers don't add up to anything consistent across the 3 columns or across the rows. And that is pretty much as far as we got on this. We did stare at it for about an hour and didn't make much progress. I'm not expecting us to make any progress right now. But yeah, this is kind of the one we're going to be thinking about. If anybody, if anybody wants to try and like think about roughly how we could maybe go about approaching this. If we don't have anything, what we'll do is next time we will stare at it for another half hour or so, and then we will use one of our hints. So we do have hints. They are... I don't really know how they work, but we've got like bronze, silver, and gold hints. We've got 30 of each to use across the entire puzzle boat. Now, we've got far enough. We've got 7 solves so far, and there's probably about 150-ish solves in the total. So I'm not too... I wouldn't be too worried about using a bronze hint, because... maybe even like a silver or a gold hint, because we are that... like ahead of I feel maybe like our hints budget. But if we can like maybe have a think about it, maybe just like passively think about it. Those are always the best moments, right? Where you've got like looking at a puzzle for so long and then you can't make any progress, and then you go away and then just like something random just triggers in your brain. And you get a whole idea about how to look at it differently. And maybe one of us will have one of those. But yes, for now, that is where we're going to leave it. I'm going to go get some food because I've got a meeting in an hour to talk about the Only Marathon. In fact, I'll plug that real quick. So the Only Marathon is an upcoming speedrunning marathon. It's going to be on the weekend of the 4th to the 6th of February. It's been very quickly organised by the fast-paced events team, which includes myself and Amber and Hoods and Argic and an amazing number of volunteers. The number of volunteer submissions we've had are amazing. in tribute for the only kid who passed away a few weeks ago at the New Year, and we wanted to do something kind of to like in his memory. And a speedrunning marathons were something he was always involved with. So yeah, we've been very quickly putting this together with an amazing team of people. They've really done so much work to like really get this all sorted like within like a time period of like 3 weeks. And the schedule for that will be revealed on Wednesday. And yeah, this is Puzzle Boat, as I say. I aim to do these every 2 weeks. It won't be happening in 2 weeks. Next Chill Puzzle Sunday, we're going to be doing probably something more gamey. Because I like to like alternate it. You know, a week of Puzzle Boat, a week of gaming, a week of Puzzle Boat, a week of gaming. I'm going to be back. I'm going to be aiming to be back on Wednesday. I want to try and set up like a proper, consistent stream schedule of like Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Will I post the schedule in Discord? Yeah, I usually post the schedule in Discord, in the announcements channel for like the week coming. But I am trying to like block book like Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Yeah, I know. I'm using the word schedule. Schedule's a bit of a dirty word around here. I'm bad at sticking to schedules, but I will at least like post what I'm trying to do. Because there've been so many awesome people that have come, like especially after the AGDQ marathon and my run there, and I really want to like spend more time with you all and meet you all properly. You know, we'll do a few casual gaming streams this week, and you can all come in and say hi. We can chat, and I can find out more about you. You can find out more about me. It'll be fun. For now, though, who can we go and raid?